there. That's part of the game, but to get out of there with a victory, I think you got to be pretty happy.
We did what we had to do to finish that game. We thought it would be a little bit different than that, but these girls fought through the whole entire thing, and they just came away with it, and they just kept believing, and we made it through.
Free throw shooting proved to be pretty big. I know it was tough there down the stretch. Didn't get those going, but in the overtime, you guys were pretty good, and really throughout, I think shows how well you guys are in some pretty clutch situations.
We didn't get flustered or anything like that. We held our composure. We still stuck with the game plan, and then when the girls got put to the line, we knocked some big free throws down. We knocked some big shots down. Everybody contributed, whether it was offensively or defensively in the game.
How tough was it when Brooke was out of the game, because it felt like it changed a lot of the dynamics of the offense?
Our game plan is always to take it to the inside, and especially when we have the height advantage, that was our game plan going in. And then when you took her out, everything we had to adjust, and it took us just a little bit, but then the girls got into sync and they figured out what we needed to do, and we made things happen.
Once again, Coach Amy Felker here pregame today. Scott City takes on the Lyons, a team that's right around 500 as well, and so both teams right at that 500 mark at the midway point, but they had to hold off a feisty Hutch Trinity squad on Monday after you guys played Kingman. But you take a look at Lyons, not as big, but they do have a couple of pretty good shooters.
They have a couple shooters on the outside that we're going to have to really key on and make sure they don't get hot. But just like most of our game plans, we want to take it to the inside. They're quick, scrappy, and they're going to do a lot of fouling again, so we're going to have to withstand the physicalness of the game and just hope we can get to the line again.
This is how physical the game was on Monday, and calls maybe a little different here than what you're accustomed to. How much of a benefit is that as you adjust here today as well against Lyons?
Every game I tell the girls when we're here, we got to adjust to the Eastern Kansas refs, the different style of game. I tell them just to watch the first couple minutes of the game and then make the adjustments as we need to, either get more physical or back off just a little bit. And they've done a good job, and so we're just going to hopefully continue to do that today.
It's got to be exciting to have this opportunity in front of you guys to play in the championship tomorrow night. You guys have been in that third place game the first couple of years here. You've been in Sterling, have that opportunity, and I know that has to be exciting for you guys to have that opportunity and a really good chance to make it to the finals.
We got seated in a good spot, and we're just going to take one game at a time. And tonight, we have a really good shot of taking it to Lyons and doing a good job. But we're going to have to battle to the end. It's going to be a nail biter. So our girls are ready to play. We're focused, and it's going to be a fun game to watch.
All right, Coach Amy Felker here pregame. Scott City and Lyons in the semifinals. Coach, thank you again for the time and good luck.
Thanks, Adam.
That was Scott City Beaver coach Amy Felker. Your pregame interview brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services with Hune Berta-Benz and Scott City and Leota. More to come in your pregame show. I'll have a breakdown of the matchup, bring you starters, keys to the game, and the tip-off after this timeout. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
All right, let's go another 2 minutes, please.
At Next Tech Wireless, we'll help you in the transition to a new device step by step. Want to customize the screen? We've got you. Have questions about some of the functions? We're happy to help. You're not just another number to us. Come see us today, and we'll get you into the best phone for your needs. We're friends. We're neighbors. We are Kansas. Next Tech Wireless.
Dr. Yeager with Pro Health Chiropractic Office, what do you strive for with your patients?
Our goal, our vision, our desire is to help our communities be healthier and be able to provide that quality of health, not just for today, but I'd like to sit across the table from patients in years to come and realize we've made a difference in their life.
How do we get a hold of you?
271-0243 in Garden City. In Scott City, 872-2310. They can always go on the web at prohealthks.com.
Feel better now. Make an appointment with Dr. Yeager today.
There's nothing more spacious than Western Kansas, and nobody closer than our communities. We are determined to keep our communities connected to schools, kids to teachers and parents. We believe a connected world is a better place. We're more than what we do for our hometowns. It's what we do with our hometowns. S&T is proud to be your family, your friends, your neighbor.
Western State Bank proudly supports Scott Community High School students and athletes as they prepare for another great year of achievements. Just as our students prepare for another successful year, we encourage you to be prepared for whatever life may bring you. Stop in and talk with the knowledgeable staff at Western State Bank, whether it be a new home loan, financing for your business, or any one of our checking and savings account options. We're here to help you. Make sure to check out all of our internet banking options provided at WSBKS.com. Western State Bank, member FDIC. And as always, go Beavers!
Jim, in the 5th place game, the 7th place game will be Sterling and Hutchinson Trinity. They played last Friday there. But on Tuesday, Kingman took care of Hutch Trinity 53-27. The other championship semifinal on the girls' side will feature Southeast of Saline and Hugoton. That's going to tip off after this game, about 15 minutes after. And so luckily, hopefully, we get a decent amount of, or a quick game here so I can head over to the boys. They're already at halftime, of course, with Kingman and Hutch Trinity. Kingman was ahead by 4 over Hutch Trinity. The boys on the backside on Tuesday, Smoky Valley just thumped Lyons 71-33. Smoky Valley will be in the 5th place game here tomorrow afternoon. Lyons will be in the 7th place game tomorrow afternoon at 4:30. Championship boys semifinal, Scott City taking on number 1 team in 3A Southeast of Saline. And then the 7 o'clock game, it's Hugoton and Sterling on the boys' side. Those are the 2 semifinals. Those are at the college, which is, about a mile or a little less than a mile, but not a bad drive, just a straight shot once you hit the main strip. So hopefully Lady Beavers can take care of things here early and get going over to the high school there and catch it, hopefully most of that game. So that's kind of the way things are there. And so that's how things shape up there for Scott City here. But the opponent this afternoon, the Lions, the Lady Lions, they are 5-5 on the year. They have wins over Mound Ridge, Inman, Canton, Galva, Pratt, Skyline, and then most recently Hutch Trinity. They're in the Central Kansas League. They're coached by B.J. Smith. I believe he's in his 2nd year, but he does have a couple of pretty good seniors to watch out for. Caitlin Belani, she is a 5'9" senior. She had 24 points against Hutch Trinity on Monday. She averages 17 a game. Nevia Boyd, she is another one to look out for, a 5'5" senior. She had 15, and she averages just under 11 a ball game. But this is a team that likes to shoot quite a few threes. They're pretty decent from 3, 26%, 43, 167. They really struggle, though, at the free throw line, just 48% as a team. They were against the Lady Celtics on Monday, 8 of 25 from the free throw line. Could not put the game away there. But so, that's something that'll be interesting to see. And Boyd averages 7 rebounds a game as well. So little competition there, even though she's only 5'5", but I think Scott City has a definite advantage underneath with Brooke Strine. She had 12 points, but everybody from Scott City, I think, that suited up had battled foul trouble the other day against the against the Kingman Lady Eagles, and they survived there. Lady Beavers trying to get to their first ever championship game of the Sterling Invitational, and they take on either Southeast of Saline or Hugoton coming up at, if they win, they play at 6 o'clock tomorrow night over at the college. If they lose, they'll play in the 3rd place game at 3 o'clock also at the college tomorrow. So they're guaranteed one game there at the Sterling College. I know they're going to have their shoot around there tomorrow. And we will go ahead right now and get to your starters here for today's ball game. And let's see here as we get that here real quick. As we get the starters here, once again, just trying to get something organized here, presented by Security State Bank in Scott City and Leota. for Coach Amy Felker in her third season, assisted by Aaron Myers. It'll be Brinley Stevens, a 5'6" junior, averaging just under 1 point and 2 rebounds a game. She had 2 points against Kingman on Monday. Kendall Gentry, the 5'3" sophomore, at 4.5 points, 3.5 boards a game. Brooke Strine, the 6'1" senior, at 16 points and just under 9 boards a game, had 12 points on Monday. Erica Felker had her career high 27 and the tournament record 20 free throws converted on Monday. She's a 5'6" senior, 14.5 points, 3.7 boards a game. I'll go on the free throw deal here in a little bit. Erica Felker, or Cheyenne Kramer, excuse me, the 5'9" junior at 3.1 points and 3.3 rebounds a game. So Brinley Stevens, Kendall Gentry, Brooke Strine, Erica Felker, and Cheyenne Kramer for Scott City. For the Lions are coached by B.J. Smith, assisted by Cody Bowers and Carl Nolan. And starting here today for the Lady Lions will be the 5'7" senior Emily Ramirez. Also getting the start as Emily Ramirez there, the senior. She does average at around 7 points a game, so she's really the third go-to player. She only had 2 against the Celtics on Monday. Nevaeh Boyd, she is a 5'5" senior, and Boyd averages 10.9 points and 6.8 rebounds a game. Jocelyn Vargas, a 5'2" sophomore. Vargas averages 2 points and also 2 rebounds a game. Caitlin Pelotti, she is a 5'9" senior, averages 17 points and just under 5 boards a game. And rounding out the starting lineup, it's Sarah Carrera, 5'2" senior, and Carrera averages 1.3 points a game. So those are your starters for the Lady Lions. Keys to the game here presented by State Farm agent Michael Trout. Go the proven winner when it comes to insurance. They score big with their policyholders. Keys for Scott City today, I think. There's no question about it. You got to pound it inside. Second key for Scott City, just own the glass, continue to own the glass. And another key for the Lady Beavers this afternoon, play loose. Have fun. You have an opportunity to be in the championship. Scott City will be wearing the navy blue uniforms with the Columbia blue numbers and letters and the white trim. Lions in their home white uniforms with the blue numbers and letters, that bright blue, kind of that royal blue, I guess you could say. It will be Emily Ramirez and Brooke Strine. Scott City wins the tap. They'll move from left to right as we see it here in half number 1 as this game is underway. Lions opens up in a man defense, looks like. Strine, or actually in a zone. Underneath behind to Kramer. She'll go up. Her shot is blocked. A lot of contact, and it's Boyd with the board for Lions. Boy, a lot of contact on that one. They'll let it play. First possession of the game for Lions. No score. Rolling over 20 seconds, and Scott City opens up at 2-3. A 3 is too strong. Felker grabs the board for Scott City, and so both teams go 1 and out on their first possessions. That was put up by Carrera on the left side. Now underneath the Kramer, catches it, pivots, in a double team, kicks the left wing. Erica Felker fires a 3. Yes! Felker, her 16th 3 of the year. Scott City with the early 3-0 lead, 7:13 to go first quarter. Scott City 27% from behind the 3-point arc. Ramirez will drive in, nice backdoor cut underneath. Shot blocked from behind by Strine and out of bounds. That was for Jocelyn Vargas. Still will stay with Lions with 7:05 to go first quarter. This is the first ever meeting between these two programs. Lions has had a pretty good history of girls basketball, 4A, 3A, and then 2A ranks. Now catch and shoot 3, bounces off. Felker had position, but then getting around and missing the shot is Boyd in the ball, and then we got a whistle and a foul. So 2 opportunities for the rebound that time for Lions. Felker commits the foul at first, Scott City's first foul. Nevaeh Boyd, the 5'5" senior, who averages 10.9 points a game, sinks the free throw, and Lions is on the board with 6:56 to go first quarter at 3-1. Boyd on the year at the line. She is 47%. And she missed that one. Brooke Strine with her first board of the afternoon. That kicks it right to Erica Felker. 1 out of 2 at the line for the Lions. The Lions. I've looked up every... Oh, and the turnover. There's Felker looking to dump it underneath. And Scott City with their first turnover of the afternoon. Here was 6:46 to go first quarter. Looking up all the teams that had Lions, I think there's Lions Colorado, a few other states. All their mascots that are Lions High School, they're named the Lions. So I thought that was kind of interesting. 2-3 zone for the Lady Beavers. Vargas with it up top. Now to Sarah Carrera. Now right side, here's Boyd. Boyd up top to Ramirez. Goes right side to Johnson Vargas. Up top, here's a deep 3 for the lead, and it is good. Caitlin Bellotti gives Lyons a 4-3 lead with 6:23 to go first quarter. I think that's one of the big concerns, is Blondie's a pretty good three-point shooter. That was her 27th three of the year. Left side to Felker. Up top now to Kendall Gentry. Gentry holds it, still holds it. 2 minutes into this game, Lyons with the last 4 of the ball game. They lead at 4-3. We're going to have it stripped out of Kramer's hands, but she picks it back up in his stride and goes to her right. Puts up a tough shot, no. Kramer the rebound and the follow, no. And then the rebound to Bellotti and a whistle and a foul. Already 2 fouls on Scott City here in this first quarter. Kramer with the foul, her first, team second. Lyons yet to commit a foul here with 5:55 to work in the first quarter, and the Lady Lions with a 1-point lead in the ball, 4-3. Avery Lewis to check in, next dead ball for Scott City. Jocelyn Vargas up top now to Caitlin Bellotti with it. Up top to Imali Ramirez. Now to Bellotti, looking to drive right side. Does so. Hangs, shoots, bank shot, no. Got her own rebound. Tough, no. Then Strine skies high for that one for Scott City. Lady Beavers down 1 with the basketball. 5:20 to go first quarter. Felker in the corner. She'll fire a 3. That one is on target, but short. Rebound Strine. A lot of contact. She throws up the shot. Cannot get a foul drawn on her. And the rebound goes to Lyons. My goodness. It's tough sledding for Scott City to draw fouls, but here we are at the 5:10 mark of the first quarter at 4-3 for Lyons. Her shot up, no, and the rebound to Erica Felker. Felker with her second board. Here we're down to 4:55 to go first quarter into Strine. Has great position, goes to her left, throws it up, leaves it short, and the rebound goes to Boyd. She's had good defense on Strine here in this first quarter. Strine 0 for 3 from the field. 4:40 to work first quarter, and step and layup is good for Ramirez. 6 in a row for Lyons with 4:40 to go first quarter. They lead 6-3 over Scott City. Lady Beavers 1 of 7 from the floor. Lyons has hit 2 of their first 7 as well. But 1-3-1 look here right now for Lyons. They switch their defense up around. Up top to Kendall Gentry. Gentry will drive right side to Felker in the right corner. Up top right wing to Gentry. Now to Strine, out high to Stevens. Goes left side to Erica Felker. Nice cut, Strine. Power dribble. Bank shot. That one will finally crawl in. And Scott City's second field goal breaks the 3-minute drought with 4:08 to go first quarter. It's 6-5 as Lyons quickly back the other way with a 1-point lead. Bellotti with it, now right side. Here is Vargas. She'll drive right side, wraparound pass out high. Ramirez launches a 3. That one bounces around and up, but the rebound, the follow-up is good. It looked like Boyd pushed Felker in the back. It's Boyd's first 2, 8-5 with 3:47 to go first quarter, but Scott City getting owned on the glass here. That's 3 or 4 second chance looks for Lyons already in this first quarter. They have made Scott City pay. 8-5, Felker with it. 3:33, she'll try a 3 for the tie off the mark to left, and Bellotti with her 4th rebound already this first quarter. Scott City gets a steal. Good job by Felker. Turnover number 1 on Lyons. Here come the Lady Beavers down 3 with 3:18 to go first quarter at 8-5. Gentry run the point into Strine left elbow. Goes to her left to Felker with the pass. Felker looks to penetrate. She'll take it strong. Her layup is good. She has 5, and it's 8-7. 3:07 to go first quarter. So Scott City looking for another stop here on the defensive end here. Here's a stop at a pop 3, and that one's crawling off Strine with the rebound. It's put up by Bellotti. And Strine already with 4 rebounds in this first quarter, and the Lady Beavers can reclaim the lead with 2:50 to work first period. Down 8-7. Felker with the dribble, goes right now to Strine at the foul line. Nice dish behind. Here's Kramer. The layup is good on the backside. Kramer's basket gives Scott City the lead back 9-8 with 2:40 to go first quarter. So second lead change and 4 in a row for the Lady Beavers. They have the lead back. They'll go high into the paint to Bellotti. Her layup is halfway in and out, but she will fight for the rebound. We're going to get ripped away by Felker as Bellotti and Gentry are both on the ground. Felker gets the rebound, and she'll push it coast to coast. Almost double dribble. Now Stevens will launch a deep 2. The rainbow shot too strong, and the rebound, Bellotti already with her 5th board for Lyons. That was a good look for Scott City. 2:08 to go first quarter. They're up by 1. Driving in, and layup is good and 1. A little bit of contact, but enough to draw the foul. Lyons is back up 10-9 with 2:06 to go first quarter. Now Erica Felker with a big second foul, the team's 3rd, as she'll probably check out. Mackenzie Metzger, Avery Lewis in, and we have a 30-second timeout on the floor for Lyons. with 2:06 to go first quarter. Basketball here brought to you today by American Implement. Also, B&H Paving, Bartlett Green, Beavertown, FFL, Beef Belt, Burning Farms, Brook over to Cattle Company, Shells, Flyers, and more. Also, DeKalb, Barron, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Hugh and Berta Benz, Fairleigh Companies, and First National Bank. So it's 10-9 for Lions here in the first quarter as we're just outside of 2 minutes. 3 fouls on Scott City in this first quarter, none on Lions. And they'll have a free throw coming up for Emily Ramirez. She has 4 first quarter points. Ramirez at the line is just 39%. But as I mentioned, Avery Lewis and Mackenzie Metzger into the Scott City lineup for the first time as Erica Felker has to check out with 2 fouls. Also, Cheyenne Kramer is out with 2 fouls. Free throw is up, and that is good. Of course, Lions hitting their free throws are 2 of 3, and they have a 2-point lead. They've scored the last 3 of the game to retake the lead. 11-9, 2 minutes to go first quarter. Now with 2 fouls and an errant pass and a turnover. Scott City with a turnover. Here's Bellotti, layup good, 13-9. 1:52 to go first quarter, and Scott City with their second turnover as Lyons goes to kind of a man look into Strine, goes to her left, goes up with a shot, no contact, no foul called, and she misses it, and the rebound to Lyons. And the pass is thrown away. Here's Gentry with the steal, second Lyons turnover. Minute 35 to work first quarter. Wraparound pass, and there we finally get a foul on Lyons. That foul on Emily Ramirez, the first team foul. I'm not saying that they should be called for all those fouls, but just a little bit of extra contact, but nothing called on him. Here is Vargas back in the lineup for Lions. Maya Farrow, 5'5" senior, in there as well for Lions. Into Stevens, minute 30 to go first quarter. Scott City down 4 with the ball at 13-9. Into Strine. She is hacked. Now the whistle, and it's going to be a foul on the floor. That's going to be team foul number 2. They're going to get Vargas with the foul, her first. 1:24 to go first quarter, 13-9 Lions. They've scored the last 5 of the ball game as Lewis looking to inbound it. DeWitt finds Stevens. Her bank shot high off the glass, too strong. Lewis with the rebound. She gets stripped going up, and we're going to get a tie-up, and it's going to be Lions ball on the possession arrow. 1:20 to work first quarter. Lions looking to add to their 5-0 lead, and they lead at 13-9. So far, 5 for Felker. She's on the bench with 2 fouls, 2 for Strine and Kramer. Scott City really struggling shooting here in this first quarter. Up top here is the Void. She'll drive in, dish underneath, deflected, and Scott City forces their 3rd turnover. Here's Lewis with it under a minute to work first period of play. Stops, now trying to get it into Strine. The entry fee too high. Strine missed time to jump. Turnover number 3 on Scott City. So Lions with the 4-point lead and the ball back. Scott City has not scored here in the last 2 minutes, and 45 seconds to go first quarter at 13-9. Right side of the pass to Boyd. Boyd up top to Emily Ramirez. Ramirez goes right side. Caitlin Bellotti. She'll drive right side. Her hanging shot is too strong. Rebound Lewis will track it down from behind for Scott City. Good rebound by Lewis. Bellotti with the shot. 25 seconds to work first period. Metzger up top to Kendall Gentry. Gentry holds it now back to Metzger. This is a senior-heavy Lions team. Gentry will get it into Stride. Pounder, but goes to her left. Bank shot is in. Her 4th point, 13-11. 13 seconds to work first quarter. Lions to bring it across to Emily Ramirez, who flips it over to Caitlin Bellotti. Bellotti with 7 seconds, 6, trying to get the screen. Finds Nevaeh Boyd. With 4 seconds, Emily Ramirez launches a deep 3. Air ball's out of bounds, and that's how your first quarter comes to an end. It is Lions with a 2-point lead, 8 minutes in the books at 13-11 over Scott City. Back in a minute. This is Lady Beaver basketball.
passion.
Here on KSKL, Scott City, second quarter set to begin. Lady Beavers down by 2 with the ball back 13-11. It was Erica Felker of 5, Strine with 4, and Kramer 2 for Scott City. And that pass is too high for Mackenzie Metzger. Turnover number 4 on Scott City. The Lady Beavers are out rebounded 10-8 in that first quarter. As Lyons was 2 of 3 at the line. Scott City did not attempt a free throw in that opening 8 minutes. Scott City in a 2-3 zone here. With it is Jocelyn Vargas. Now back up top to Maya Fierro. Fierro goes right side over to Brianne Schlomer. She's a 5'2 senior. And this is a team that does not play a lot either. Here's a 3, and it's banked in, of course, for Bellotti. Gee whiz. 16-11, first 30 seconds of this second quarter of play. Bellotti with 8 to lead Lyons. Melly Ramirez with 5. Kramer with it out high to Gentry. Now to Mackenzie Metzger, left corner to Avery Lewis for an answer back 3. Too strong. Rebound Kramer. Her follow-up high if the glass is down. Her 4th point. She's really had a good tournament so far. 16-13. Opening minute of this second quarter. Here from Sterling. Lewis coming off a career-high 11 on Monday afternoon off the bench for Scott City, and those were much-needed 11 points. Lady Beavers have trailed for most of this game. Almost stolen by Metzger. Here with it is Vargas up top, and now she almost loses it, but finds Bellotti to save the possession. 3-point Lions lead of the ball, 6:48 here in the first half. Fierro with it. Now right side up top. It goes to Bellotti, now right block. Back out high, as Lyons going to run a lot of clock here on this possession. Right side to Vargas. Vargas gets a screen. She'll drive left, and then she loses the hand out of bounds. Scott City forces Lyons into their 4th turnover. As back in for the Lions will be Nevaeh Boyd. And so far, Coach Jamie Felker not putting Erica back in with the 2 fouls. Kind of similar situation like at Hugoton 2 weeks ago when Felker picked up quite a few first-half fouls, but Scott City played square with Hugoton. Here at 16-13 Lions, Scott City down by 3 the ball. 6:15 to work first half. Left baseline, Cheyenne Kramer. And trying to get in his run, but finds Metzger at high left wing. Skip it over right side to Gentry. Looks to drive in. Pivots back to Lewis, right wing into Strine. Ball poked away. They are really collapsing on her, and Scott City turns the ball over for the 5th time. Lions with the ball 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's a stop, almost a pop 3. Now with the left side is Schlomer. Back up top to Bellotti. Bellotti with it to Maya Fierro. Fierro back up top to Bellotti. Trying to extend the Scott City 2-3 zone. 5:45 to work first half. You can tell that Lyons wants to take away the presence of Brooke Strine when Scott City's on offense. They have 2 or 3 white shirts collapse on her immediately. Still at 16-13. Well, that's going to be a travel. Good defense by Scott City on Lyons. That'll be turnover number 5 on the Lions. Lady Beavers down 3, both teams with a basket. Lions with a 3, Scott City with a 2 here in this second quarter, 16-13. Here's Gentry, a little stop and go. Right baseline to Cheyenne Kramer, launches a deep 2 off the back iron and the backside board to Bellotti, who already has 7 rebounds in this first half. Kramer 2 of 4 from the floor, and Scott City almost gets the turnover. That time Strine knocks the ball out with 5:14 to go first half. Emily Ramirez in to replace Maya Fierro. Or Mia Fierro, excuse me. Miley Ramirez, in it goes. Here's a turnaround shot, mid-post right, too strong. Strine with the board for Scott City as Boyd puts that up. Strine already with 5 rebounds here in this first half, has 4 points. Felker to check in, next dead ball. Kendall Gentry almost got away with the steal, but turnover, she does throw it away. Scott City 6 turnover, under 5 to go first half. Left side, here's Ramirez with it. She'll drive in, almost stripped. Now right side, into the corner it goes as Lyons plays it out high with 4:45 to go first half. They want to have the slower pace here and be patient with the ball, and then fumbled away, ripped away by Metzger. Turnover number 6 on Sterling. Scott City can inch closer yet once again. They've had too many turnovers here in this first half. It's Metzger with it, holds it. Gets it over to Kendall Gentry, right side, right baseline, deflected to Kramer, back to Gentry. Goes backside, now left side to Avery Lewis. She'll drive in, her shot off to left, rebound deflected, and it goes to Lyons. Man, good idea, good ball movement by Scott City, just could not finish. In transition, layup is good for Vargas. She has 10, or Bellotti, she has 10, 18, 13, 4:07 to go first half, and she has all 5 of Lyons' points here, and she's going to be a factor here the rest of this game. Right baseline, trying to get it to Kramer, and the pass is too high, and turnover number 7. Coach Amy Felker wants time. We'll take it as well with 3:59 to go first half. 18-13 Lions. Back in a minute. This is Lady Beaver basketball. Lyons is 2 of 3 from the field in the second quarter. Scott City is 1 of 4, and the Lady Beavers trail by 5 as they took a timeout there here at the midway point of the second quarter, down to 3:50 to work first half. Up top with it is Lyons. Bologna has 10 of their 18 points. Indy goes right side now, ball deflected, but picked up right side and almost dribbling it out of bounds was Sari Carrera, and she loses it but picks it back up. Back up top to Bellotti, the 5'9" senior with it. Goes right now, lobs it in the paint to Ramirez. The pass is too high, but somehow Brandon Schlomer picks it up, and Lions resets again. They have been very fortunate with the ball bouncing their way sometimes here in this first half, and now a 3 on the way, and that's good. Too strong. Rebound, Erica Felker is back in there with her 4th board. It's put up by Boyd, and here comes Felker. She gets it poked away from behind, and Scott City with her 8th turnover of the night. 1-on-3 numbers. Here's Ramirez, pulls it back out with 3:09 to go first half. Scott City on a 4-minute drought. The scoop shot, no. Rebound into the hands of Felker. A lot of contact. Didn't let that one play. And here comes Scott City back the other way in transition. Kendall Gentry lays it up, and Scott City back to within 3. 18-15 with 2:50 to go first half. That breaks about a 4.5-minute drought as Gentry with her first 2 points of the night. Here's a screen. Good job by Avery Lewis working around the screen, guarding Bellotti, who tried to launch a 3 but couldn't. Right baseline. Here's Boyd. She'll take a strong blocked out of there by Strine, and it'll still stay with Lyons as they bring in Emma Elliott, a 5'7" senior, in for the first time. And also Jocelyn Vargas back in. This is a very senior-heavy team. They have 7 seniors on their team. They rely on each one of them. Right baseline, now they wrap it around to Ramirez, and now it's almost stolen away, and it is. Scott City forces turnover number 7. So Lady Beavers down by 3 with the ball. 2:25 to go first half. Felker gets it across to Kendall Gentry, right side to Metzger, right corner to Avery Lewis, holds it. Now trying to drive in, loses the ball, and now we're going to get a tie-up and then turnover. It was not called a jump ball. 9th turnover on Scott City. They have 6 in this quarter. This has not been a good second quarter, and that's going to be a block out high on Gentry here first. Team's 4th. That's the first foul on either side as we're nearly 6 minutes into the second quarter, so they've let him play a little bit more here in this second quarter. Cheyenne Kramer returns the lineup, and she will replace Avery Lewis. Scott City has only attempted 5 shots in this second quarter. They are 1 of 5 and 6 of 20 in the first half. And it goes now right side. Here's Ramirez driving the right baseline, throws it right in the hands of Kendall Gentry, turnover number 8. Scott City with a chance to cut the deficit here. They've not led in this second quarter. Gentry now to Mackenzie Metzger into stride, catches it, immediately double team, goes to her right, shot crawls off, rebound into the hands of Vargas for Lyons. Scott City down 3. That was a good look for Strine. Her first shot attempt this quarter. Now the shot is up in the fadeaway, a little short. That was all started by Strine, who altered the shot on Ramirez. Here's Felker back the other way. With 1:30 to go into Strine, catches, goes to her left, puts up the tough shot. No, but right there's Felker for the follow. She has 7, and it's back down to a 1-point game. Already 7 points, 7 boards for Felker in the first half. 18-17, minute 18 to go first half. As Scott City's back two within one, and Lyons loses the ball out of bounds. Their 9th turnover as Brinley Stevens will come in, and she replaced Kendall Gentry in as Mara Ferrero, and to replace Emma Elliott. So Scott City, with the last 4 of the ball game, can take the lead right back. Final 70 seconds of the first half at 18-17. Felker with the dribble up top. Now to Mackenzie Metzger, holds it into Strine, catches it, goes back to Felker, steps back. The 3 for the lead is on target, but short. Rebound to Bellotti, who already has 8 boards in this first half. It's a good look for Felker. 50 seconds to work first half. With it is Bellotti. Ball deflected and stolen out high by Metzger. Here comes Mackenzie Metzger going to her right, stops, bank shot, yes! Mackenzie Metzger first 2, and Scott City with 6 in a row, and they're back up 19-18 with 39 seconds to go first half. So Scott City forcing the turnover. And now a 3 launch, too strong. Rebound, fought for, it's loose. And they're going to say Lyons dribbled it out of bounds, and it belonged to Scott City. Lyons on a 4-minute scoring drought. Here with 30.3 to go first half. Scott City looking to add to their 1-point lead at 19-18. Metzger with it. She'll take it across the 10-second line. Will Scott City hold for the final shot? Well, Metzger needs help. She'll find Brooke Strine at the elbow right, finding a cutting Felker to the basket. Her layup blocked from behind, no foul called, and the rebound to Nevaeh. Boy, there's a lot of contact from behind, but they let it play. 13 seconds to go first half. They're letting them play, and, you know, it's been consistent both ways, and that's all right. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, right corner. Here is Vargas. Now up top, it's intercepted by Metzger, and she is pushed with 1.8 to go first half. That foul on Kaiten Bellotti, her first, team's third, as Avery Lewis in to replace Strine, as she'll get out for 1.8. So Scott City will just have to pretty much launch it when on reception. They'll get it into Stevens. She'll just hold it, and that'll be the end of your first half. So Scott City with the last 6 points of the quarter. They hold Lyons without a basket for the final 4 minutes of the second quarter. 19-18 Lady Beavers lead at the break. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. When we do come back, we're going to have our pregame boys interview with head coach Brian Gentry. Back after this 2-minute break, this is Beaver Basketball.
How would you describe your career?
Rewarding. It's more than just a job.
Great vacation, great sick pay.
Great opportunities to move forward. Good work environment, good people. Always something new, always something different.
Every day you learn something new.
Their commitment to education is second to none.
They pay for my school.
I love it because we're all one big happy family.
Family.
Family. It's like a family.
Grow your career with American Implement and John Deere.
The world needs more farmers. People who know the land. People who support rural communities. People who are as diverse as each acre they care for. But unless you've been born and raised on a family farm, it's nearly impossible to become a farmer. That's why we are building a team of people from our hometown and across the world to do what they love. We are not just a family farm. We are a multi-family farm. We are Volgamore Family Farms.
Results.
It's time for the Precision Ag and Seed Halftime Show. Precision Ag and Seed is a proud supporter of all Scott City activities.
Welcome back here to Sterling for Beaver Basketball. Adam Kadavy with you here on Mix 94.5. Your pregame interview brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services with Hugh and Berta Benz in Scott City and Leota. Joined here with Coach Brian Gentry here in the pregame, and thanks again for joining me here as You guys had a big win on Monday, 69-31, 100 points exactly scored in the ball game there, and it was a good win and a good start to the tournament this week.
Yeah, it was. We went down there and kind of out of a routine. Monday the boys didn't have school, and so going down there and then, having that Friday night game against Holcomb with our crowd rocking in the gym, and then going down to the Sterling tournament where there's not a lot of noise or, a huge atmosphere. It was kind of we had to create, our own energy, and we did enough. We got out and got going in that second quarter and really extended the lead, and we're able to play a lot of guys, so that was good that we didn't have to play, our starters for 30 minutes, so that was nice.
You had good contributions early on and often, especially in that first half. It was Jackson and Lawson who carried a big chunk of the points, but then second half that opened things up for some of your other players.
Absolutely. Anytime, Jackson gets going, there's a lot of attention focused to him, and I think he ended the game with 7 or 8 assists, so it's nice when your big guy can distribute like that, and he's fully capable of it, so he understands the game well enough to understand if he's getting double teamed, there's somebody open, and he does a pretty good job of it, and he's going to have to do that tonight again.
Back-to-back games where you've had low turnovers, high assists, really from kicking in, kicking out. This has to breed a lot of confidence into your team.
Yeah, it does. And, going back a couple of games ago, the Hugoton game and even before that, we weren't getting the outside looks that I like. And, getting into the paint and then kicking it out of the shots that we want to seek out. And that's really allowed us to limit our turnovers because we're not trying to force things inside. We're not trying to force an outside jumper or anything, really. We're kind of playing in a float like we wanted to and like we talked about at the beginning. So we're going to have to continue that. Tonight's going to be a big test as far as that goes. They like to get out and gamble. They try to pressure you a little bit so that they can get steals and get out and transition, which is what they're really good at. If we take care of the ball, that's going to bode well for our guys.
Once again, Coach Brian Gentry here in the pregame. Scott City faces Southeast Saline Trojans. They're undefeated, ranked number 1 in 3A, and a team that returned everybody back from last year's team. And you take a look at Southeast Saline, they can get up and down the floor in a hurry.
Yeah, they can. Our keys are pretty simple: transition defense and defensive rebounding. If we can limit the amount of easy buckets that they get and second and third chance opportunities that they get, we'll have a shot. So our transition defense is going to have to be really good. That might mean we're not crashing the boards quite as hard on the offensive side, but that's okay. And we've got to take what their strengths are away from them, and those are definitely the two. Transition is huge. All 5 of them bring the ball down the floor. They're comfortable with anybody bringing it. So you got to get back, you got to get set up, and you got to get stops.
Big game here. You get back-to-back games here, semifinals and the third place or championship, and get to stay in Hutch here tonight, and a good opportunity to kind of feel what it's like to be like in a deep postseason run.
Absolutely. You get those opportunities, mid-season tournaments, where you get to stay over, and you've got to be prepared. You've got to stay in somewhat of a routine. You got to get some sleep, tonight. But then the biggest part, I think for all coaches is that kind of that wait around. You get out of a hotel at 11 o'clock, and then what do you do until game time? So we've got to fill their time with, things to keep them a little bit distracted, but, still focused on what we're there for. But yeah, it's a great opportunity, and it's a really good opportunity for the guys to just bond together and be around each other, and for the coaches as well. Getting that time away from everything, you're just, with your team, it really can bring, that camaraderie, out and help in a game.
Coach Brian Gentry joined me here pregame. Scott City taking on the Southeast Saline Trojans. Coach, thanks again for the time here, and good luck to you guys.
All right, thanks, Adam.
Once again, those are comments from head coach Brian Gentry. The pregame brought to you by Firm Bureau Financial Services at Hugh and Berta Benz. They are at an overtime over at the other gym with Kingman and Hutch Trinity. Hopefully they play 2 more overtimes. That way we can get as much of that boys game as we can. Let's take a 90-second timeout. Scott City girls with a 19-18 lead here at the break. We'll have stats when we come back in 90 seconds. This is Beaver basketball.
At Turner Sheet Metal, our main goal is to enhance the comfort of your home while making sure that our customers are 100% satisfied. Need your furnace checked for the winter? Call us. Need your air conditioner cleaned for the summer? Our NATE certified technicians are the guys for the job. Turner Sheet Metal, your Bryant authorized dealer in Scott City, can also help you save up to 40% on your heating and cooling costs with a Bryant Evolution system. Call for a free estimate and let us help keep your family comfortable and safe. Turner Sheet Metal, South Highway 83 in Scott City.
As your local community foundation, we are dedicated to preserving local wealth so the communities in and around Scott County will forever remain an attractive place to live, work, and raise a family. We respond to the needs of our community through grant making, scholarships, and other special projects. To learn more, visit us online at scottcf.org.
7. Brooke Strine and Cheyenne Kramer each with 4 points in the first half. And then also 2 from Kendall Gentry and 2 from Mackenzie Metzger. Scott City shot 33% in the first half, 9 of 27, 1 of 4 on threes. Did not even go to the free throw line in the half here. So that's kind of the situation there for Scott City. For Lyons, they were 7 of 26 for 27% from the floor in the first half. 2 of 9 on threes, 2 of 3 at the line. Scott City was out rebounded 20-16. Scott City had 4 fouls, Lyons 3, 5 assists for Lyons, 8 for Scott City. 9 turnovers for Lady Beavers, 11 for Lyons. 2 block shots all by Strine for Scott City, and they had 11 steals in the first half. It'll be Lyons basketball to begin the third quarter. 19-18 Lady Beaver lead. It'll be Brooke Strine, Erica Felker, Brindley Stevens, Cheyenne Kramer, Kendall Gentry for Lyons. It'll be their regular 5 as well. Melanie Ramirez, Nevaeh Boyd, Johnson Vargas, also Caitlin Belotti, and Sari Carrera. That's your second half starters here. So trapped in the corner is Belotti, and then she throws it out high to Nevaeh Boyd. Boyd with it goes left, guarded by Kramer. Scott City starting off man-to-man this half. Up top to Yamiley Ramirez. Gets around one, but then goes to her right. She'll go around Strine. Her scoop shot up, and then the bump by Strine will send Ramirez to the line for 2 free throws. The foul on Strine, just her first. Scott City's only been called for 5 fouls the entire ball game. Lyons only been called for 3, but Felker had 2 of Scott City's 4 fouls. Ramirez 1 of 1 at the line. Her free throw is good, and she ties. That's the first tie of the game at 19 all. 7:33 to go third quarter. See what the Lady Beavers can do here in this second half. Second free throw is bouncing off. Rebound to Cheyenne Kramer, her third board of the night. Lady Beavers can retake the lead. Felker 7.7 rebounds in the first half for Scott City. Tied at 19. Here's Gentry looking to drive in. She'll take it all the way. Shot. Crawls in. Hits the lip of the rim and drops home. 21-19. 7:16 to go third quarter. Gentry with 4 this afternoon. Gaining a little confidence here as we are into the second half of this season. Ramirez now to Boyd. She'll launch a 3 for the lead. That is good over Kramer. Boyd hits a 3, 22-21. First minute of the second half, Lyons back on top, and that is Boyd's 12th triple of the year. Here's Strine, pull up, jump in the paint, bank shot, crawls off, rebound tipped, it's loose, and there's 3 Lyons right there, and it's Ramirez who gets the board. So Scott City down by 1, Lyons with the ball, 6:40 to go third period. Boyd, she'll shoot the open 3 and bury another one. Nobody guarded her. 25-21, 6:36 to go third quarter. They have doubled their 3-point total here, and feels like every opponent that Scott City's had the last few games has hardly ever missed from 3-point range. Gentry with it up top. Goes left to Erica Felker. Now trying to get it to Brindley Stevens, and it's a turnover. And lead pass down the floor. Here is Vargas. Her layup is too strong. The backside rebound. The shot is good. Carrera first 2, 27-21. Timeout Scott City. And 8-0 Lions run with 6:11 to go third quarter. We'll come back in a minute. This is Lady Beaver basketball.
White's Food Liner is located at 1314 South Main Street in Scott City, Kansas. They are open daily from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Home delivery is available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. just by calling 620-872-5854. They are a full-service grocery store offering a wide selection of varieties at affordable prices. Sign up today for their mobile app. Look for it in the App Play Store under White's Food Liner. Don't forget to visit today.
It's a 9-1 run for the Lady Lions of Lyons. They have their largest lead at 6 here, 28-20 or 27-21 with 6:11 to go third quarter. They've hit three of their first 4 shots from the floor to begin this third quarter. Scott City's hit one of their first 2. Here's Felker, who has it now, bounce past Gentry into Strine from shot no, rebound back up top to Gentry. Mackenzie Metzger now to Erica Felker, looking to feed it into Strine. And good defense and a turnover at Scott City. They're going to say last touch by Lyons. Break for the Lady Beavers. Here with 5:47 to go third quarter. 27-21, Lady Beavers down 6. Lyons is shot unconscious from the floor here in this third quarter. Here's the left corner, Felker. Nice bullet pass in the Strine, goes right. Shot up wide to the right, and they get a foul. And first trip to the line this afternoon for Scott City. The foul will be charged to Nevaeh Boyd, her first. First team foul of the half with 5:40 to go third quarter. Strine, who struggled at the line on Monday, just 2 of 7. But she shoots pretty well, 72% on the year as a team. Scott City at 70. Free throw, good. That'll break the 8-0 run for Lyons, 27-22, 5:40 to go third quarter. The Lions has come out shooting pretty well in this second half, hitting 3 of their first 4, and Strine nails the second, and it's a 4-point game. Back in will be Maya Fierro to replace Zari Carrera. They've hit 3 of their first 4 shots, have the Lady Lions. Both teams 5-5 on the year. Winner of the championship game against Southeast is Slane and Hugoton, the loser to play one of those 2 at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And driving in, losing the, I'm going to say the ball was last touched by Gentry. That went off the foot of Boyd right in the front of the official. Tough break for Scott City with 5:28 here in the third. Inbound up top. Here's Vargas now right side, and that's going to be a moving screen on Lyons. That'll be on Nevaeh Boyd, her second, team's second of the half. With 5:27 to go third quarter, Lady Beavers down 4. The chance to come back even closer here. They'll get it into Kendall Gentry. She'll bring it across. Lyons will pick him up just around half court as Gentry goes by Vargas. She has a dribble at high right, finds Brooks Strine toward the right elbow backside. Metzger with Felker. She'll fire left side 3. Yes! Felker with double figures in 10. It's a 1-point game. Scott City's second 3 of the game. As we approach 5 minutes to go third quarter, they're on a 5-0 run back and a whistle. Oh my goodness, and a foul. My goodness. The foul will be on Brooke Striner, second, team second. A tough break for Scott City, who had the block and the rebound. And Myla Ramirez, who is 2 of 3 at the line, goes to the line to shoot 2. Lyons is 3 of 5 and make it 4 of 6. 28-26 with 5:04 to go third quarter. As I mentioned, they're not a good free throw shooting team, and of course, they hit their free throws. Ramirez has 7. Vargas checks out. Strine checks out for Scott City. Kramer back in. It's a 2-point Lions lead. And it stays that way. But the rebound loose, picked up by Lewis for Scott City. Her and trying to crash in there. I believe that was Ramirez, or correction, that was Fierro. And now right corner to Erica Felker. She falls back and she's going to throw it away, and it's going to steal. Here is an opportunity for a layup, and that's going to be travel. I was going to say Scott City crowd may have erupted if they were going to call that a foul. It's the 13th turnover on Lyons with 4:49 to go. Stevens in for Gentry, and back in will be Brian Schlomer for Lyons. Out will be Jocelyn Vargas and Emma Elliott. So Scott City down 2 with the ball, 4:49 here in the third. Actually, it's going to be Fierro that checks out as Lions will pick up Scott City in the half court. 28-26, Scott City down 2. They led by 1 at the break, led by 2 early third before an 8-0 Lions run. Metzger with it, goes to her right, gets a screen. Now Felker in the right corner, back to Metzger. Up top to Stevens. Go left side to Felker. She'll fire the 3 for the lead. Too strong that time. Back into the rebound, or hands of Elliott, excuse me. So good look for Felker. Here's Lions up by 2 as we approach the midway point of this third quarter. Couple of dribbles going to her right was Bellotti. Now driving in is going to be Emma Elliott. Back to Bellotti. She'll fire a deep 3. That one's too strong, and Kramer with an easy board for Scott City. That one was on the lettering of Black Bears on the court. About 3 or 4 feet behind the three-point arc. Is Strine going to check in here at the next dead ball. We're halfway through this third quarter into Lewis. Dumps underneath the Kramer layup. Oh, missed it wide left, and the rebound here is Bellotti back the other way as stops in front of Metzger, pivots, good defense, and now that was good defense by Metzger to not allow her to get an easy layup. 28-26, the Lady Beavers down 2, 3:45 to work third quarter. Ramirez, and now left side to Elliott. Pivots after using up a dribble, now stepping back and firing a 3, leaving it short. Rebound, and we're going to get a tie-up. It'll be Scott City's ball. I tell you what, Bellotti looks pretty winded right now. In is going to be Nevaeh Boyd for Brandon Schlomer, and Brooke Strine in to replace Cheyenne Kramer. So Scott City with another chance to tie it or retake the lead here with 3.5 to go third quarter, down 28-26. Right corner, Felker. She'll try the 3. She'll be good on the 3. She has 13 of Baker's dozen, 2 threes for her in the quarter. 29-28 with 3:18 to go third quarter. Scott City's third 3 of the afternoon and our 6th lead change. Bellotti with it up top. Ramirez looking to drive in. Stuffed that time by Scott City, and Strine with the rebound. Lady Beavers can add to their 1-point lead. They've led by no more than 3 in the game as we approach 3 to go third quarter. Almost a double dribble that time. With it is Mackenzie Metzger. Right corner to Erica Felker as Lyons is in his zone. Now out high to Brinley Stevens. Dumps it left baseline. Here's Avery Lewis. Bank shot, no. Got her own rebound. Folds it up high up, and yes, for 2. Lewis with the first basket. 31-28. A 10-1 run for Scott City in the last 3 minutes, and timeout Lions. 2:38 to go third quarter. Scott City 31. Lions 28. We'll come back in a minute. This is Beaver basketball.
To us, it's about so much more than just providing the technology. It's about enriching the communities we live in. Because your community is our community. Where you live, where you work, where you play, we do too. Whatever you do, and wherever you are, our service supports you. Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas.
Adding value to our community has been our priority since day one. That's why the Scott Co-op is here with 8 elevator locations, 2 service stations, 5 car trolls, bulk fuel and oil delivery, as well as a full-service agronomy department, including agronomy services, seed, chemical, fertilizer, and custom application. Visit us online at scottcoop.com or download our app for more information. Scott Co-op is a proud supporter of our local communities.
Energy for Life, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
All right, it's back here. 31-28 is your score. Scott City up by 3. Lions calling the timeout. The Lady Beavers are on a 10-1 run over the last 3 minutes of play. And Scott City up by 3, and they almost force a turnover off the inbounds. Vargas back up top. Here is Bellotti. Drops over dribble, looking to drive to the foul line. Now at high to Imayla Ramirez to Jocelyn Vargas. Vargas with it with 2:25 to work, loses the dribble, but regains it. Now drives in, finds underneath, wide open Ramirez. Stuffed by Strine. She did save it in play, but Lyons keeps track of the ball. And here is driving right side. Out high, Ramirez looking to drive in on Strine. Cut off, 2:08 to go. With it is Nevaeh Boyd. Uses upper dribble, bullet pass out high to Vargas, who collects it. Guarded by Metzger. Back up top, 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Scott City with a 3-point lead and now a screen. Driving in, shot stuffed by Strine, and the rebound to Felker. Ramirez stuffed by Strine twice, and Felker with the ball. Scott City is up by 3 now to Metzger. Walks it across the half-court stripe. Minute 45 to go, third quarter. Metzger goes left with the dribble, left corner to Erica Felker, who's had a nice game. Now to Strine, dumped underneath the Felker, catches it. Now trying to get out of there in a tie-up, and it's going to belong to Lyons. That time there was 3 white shirts right around Felker, and she caught it underneath the paint. She could not go up over the 5'9" Belody, but good effort nonetheless for Scott City as Lyons with the ball down 3, 95 seconds here in this third quarter at 31-28. They'll go right side up top to Maya Fierro. Fierro holds it out high. Now goes to Emily Ramirez. Ramirez with the dribble. Now right side it goes over to Caitlin Belody. Belody with it. Dribbles around the perimeter, good help defense. Now they work around left side. Turning down the through is Boyd. She'll pull up for the mid-range jumper. Too strong. Rebound. Tip, and tipped again. And here is Brinley Stevens collects it. Scott City with the ball up 3. Final minute of this third quarter. Lyons has gone on a long drought here. Crossover dribble. Metzger almost double dribbles with it. Finds Avery Lewis too late, but deflected right to Strine. And the shot won't go, but Strine with the follow no. Gets another opportunity. Power dribble goes left no. Tipped around, and Lyons has it. Lady Beavers miss a couple of opportunities there. And here's Lyons in transition. What a wraparound pass, and a tough shot is in. That was good fast break for Lyons. 31-30, 37 seconds to go third quarter. Ramirez with 9 in the game. Boy, Scott City almost had the hockey assist there, but could not get it to drop in. Now Lewis with it, right corner to Felker. 30 or 20 seconds, she'll drive the right baseline, take it away, finds Strine, shot, yes, and one! Strine with 8, 33-30 with 20.2 to go, third stanza. The foul will be charged to Caitlin Belody, her second and the team's third of the half. So, excuse me, I say Belody, it's Belote. I've been saying that wrong the whole game, and I have a name pronunciation thing in front of me. Stevens is out. Strine looking to convert the three-point play for her 9th point. It also gives Scott City their largest lead, and that one bounces in. 34-30. Lead is at 4 for Scott City, their largest lead of the game. 18 seconds here in the third. Ramirez with it, guarded by Strine, and Lady Beavers stay man-to-man. Aaron driving in, pulling up, shot up, and crawls off. Rebound, Cheyenne Kramer for Scott City. Now to Erica Felker with 5 seconds. With 4, here's Felker. Dribbles behind the back. 2 seconds. 1 second. She'll take it to the rack. Her layup. Yes! It bounces in at the buzzer, and Scott City goes on a 15-3 run to close out the final 5+ in the third quarter. They lead 36-30 heading to the fourth. Back in a minute. This is Beaver basketball.
With over 10 years of experience, Jamie at JW Enterprise can repair your windshield quickly and conveniently. Even if you don't have time to make it to the shop, Jamie can fix your windshield from your home, or he can come get your vehicle for you. JW Enterprise is insured and Safe Flight certified. He might be operating under a different name, but Jamie still provides the same quality of service. Let Jamie at JW Enterprise fix that chip in your windshield now. Find JW Enterprise on Facebook or give him a call at 785-260-7773.
Scott City, after trailing 27-21 with 6:12 to go third quarter, they go on the final 5:40 of the third quarter on a 15-3 run, and they lead by 6, the largest lead for them in the game. Both teams have had 6-point leads in that third quarter. Lady Beavers with the ball up 37-31. Cheyenne Kramer holds a right elbow. Avery Lewis right corner here, 3 balls up. That one halfway in and out. Kramer couldn't get the rebound. Below grabs it right over the top. She's right around a double-double. She'll take it all the way. She'll lay it up and miss it, but a blocking foul called on Kendall Gentry, her second, team's third of the half. Both teams have 3 fouls. Nope, they're going to get that on, Kendall Gentry, her second. 2 free throws coming up here for Kaylin Belody, leads them with 10 points. 36-30 your score. Free throw is good, 36-31. Below a pretty good free throw shooter at 65%. Lyons tonight is hitting their free throws, 36-31. So Sarah Herrera in. They've had 4 players score. 11 for Bloat, 9 for Boyd, and 9 for Ramirez. Free throw number 2 is perfect. It's a 4-point game. 7:43 to go. Scott City needs to put the hammer down in the fourth quarter as Lyons now to 2-2-1 3-quarter score press. Strine with it. Takes it across half court and then throws it away. Good trap out high, 13th Scott City turnover. Here's Bloat driving in, pulls up shot, and it bounces on the front of the rim and drops home. 4 quick points, 36-34. 7:26 to go. Scott City having a little problem with the pressure. Strine with it, and 4 quick points. And now they find Avery Lewis in the middle. Goes right side to Felker. Leads her driving underneath the basket. Will drive from right side to left side to the corner. Now dribbles it out high. 7:10 to go in this game. Here's Felker with it. Needs help, finds Strine. Finds a cutting Kramer layup. Oh, in and out, but she gets the rebound. Her shot is blocked and in the hands of Bloat. And now Lyons with a chance to tie. 2 opportunities missed there for Scott City. And here they come down the floor with 6:50 to go. Bloat ball fake. She'll step back. 3 for the lead. Too strong. Rebound, Kendall Gentry. Skies for that one, and then she is fouled. Team foul number 4 on Lyons this half. The foul will be charged to Sari Carrera, her first. 36-34. Lyons with the last 4 of the ball game with 6:45 left. We'll try to get that boys game as much as we can. Felker with it. The first girls game of the day lasted way too long. It was a 10-point game for Smoky Valley. Here's Felker. She'll take it across the timeline, dribble behind the back, finds an open Strine. She'll drive right side. Jump stop, bank shot, no. They're going to call a charge. My goodness. That was a whale of a flop that time by Nevaeh Boyd. My goodness. Wow. That official buys everything that is sold to him. And Strine's 3rd foul in the team's 4th of the half with 6:28 to go. My goodness. 6:34 Lyons with the ball down 2. Tough break for Scott City. Ramirez, right corner, it goes to Vargas. I mean, there's a 3 for the lead, and that is no good, and a foul, and that's going to be 3 free throws for Boyd. Same official makes the call. That one was a pretty legitimate call. That was Kramer's 2nd, team's 5th, and 3 free throws for Nevaeh Boyd, and she has an opportunity to give Lyons the lead back. But my goodness, that was a flop by Boyd on the other end. She misses the first. 6:09 to go. Scott City needs to collect themselves. They're up by 2. Second free throw. Missed it, that one. Here's Mackenzie Metzger in for Cheyenne Kramer. So they're just there with 6:09 to go. Third free throw, and she misses all 3 of them. Break for the Beavers as Felker grabbed the board. No harm done there. 6:05 to go as Felker takes it across, and then she's going to draw the blocking foul at high, and that is much to the displeasure of Lyons fans as Below with her 3rd foul with 6:01 to go. You wonder if that was a little bit of a makeup call, but we have a Lyons timeout on the floor here with 6:01 left. They're down to 2 timeouts left. It's 36-34 Scott City. It's a 30. We'll keep it right here. Basketball presented by Farm Bureau Financial Services, Neil Baker, Fro Heating and Cooling, Fro Ag Service, Fro Electric, Great Western Tire, Harris Chiropractic and Acupuncture. Also, High Choice Feeders, Hamey Farms, HRC Feed Yards, J&R Car and Truck, JF Beaver Advertising, J&R Trucking. Also like to thank Jackson Legal Group, Levin Lawn and Tree, Lone Tree Farms and Livestock, McCarty Family Farms, Metzger Appraisals and Metzger Family Farms, Midwest Mixer, Western Barry, Miller Veterinary Clinic, Nerder Supply, New Life Market, Plain Jans, Platinum H Insurance, and Pokey Feeders. 36-34, Scott City's lead, but with the ball, they've had their 6-point lead after the 3rd quarter, trimmed down to 2 here, the first minute of the 4th quarter. Avery Lewis inbounded out of the timeout. Lyons down to 2 timeouts, both of them full. Scott City with a full and 2:30s remaining. And it goes to Strine. She'll drive in. Now Gentry will launch a three. Oh, that went halfway in and out, and Lyons with the rebound. As that time Strine mistimed the jump. That was a good look for Gentry out high on the right wing for the three, but could not drop it in. 5:40 to go. 2-point Scott City lead. Lyons with the ball. Up top to Vargas, so working around left to Carrera, and a three misses wide right, but the rebound wrestled away by Lyons. They'll get another crack at it. And the paint stuffed that time by Strine. How about that this time? 5:26 to go. Still Scott City yet to score here in this fourth quarter. They lead 36-34. Felker to Mackenzie Metzger. Both teams with 5 fouls this half. They dump it in too late trying to get it, and then Lyons will lose it out of bounds, and not quite a turnover. 5:14 to go. Scott City's ball up 2, but Lady Beavers yet to score here in this fourth quarter. Lewis to kick it up top to Mackenzie Metzger. Metzger holds it. Now she'll dribble it, go to her left as Lyons goes back to their zone. Almost drug the pivot foot up top. Now to Strine, left corner to Felker. A three on the way. Yes! She has a hat trick of threes in this half. It's a 39-34 lead, under 5 to go, and Scott City finally on the board here in this fourth quarter. Her fourth three of the afternoon, all 4 of Scott City's triples. Good defense that high, losing almost momentarily, but Belote picks it back up. 4:44 to go right side with it, but throw it away, trying to get it to Nevaeh Boyd. Lyons with their 13th turnover of the game. They're 4 of 8 from the line right now in the game. Scott City is 3 of 3, but 39-34, 4:38 to go. Gentry with it as Lyons applies a little pressure. Now Gentry finds Strine. Wide open is Felker. Big shot, yes. Scott City with their largest lead. 41-34, 4:28 to go. Felker now with another big night here. She has 5 in this quarter. 20 for the game. Back-to-back 20-point performances. A layup on the other, and no. Good defense by Avery Lewis on Belote. Here's Felker with the rebound, working on another double-double, or a double-double, excuse me. 4:10 to go. Metzger brings it in the front court, almost dribbled it back court. She tight-roped that half-court stripe. Finds a wide-open Felker. Here's a three. Yes! She got it! 44-34. 3:55 to go, and Scott City with a little separation on an 8-0 run. And the layup is short. Rebound tipped. They're going to save it into play to Gentry's. Below hit the deck underneath. Here's Felker with it. Scott City with a 10-point lead. She has all 8 of Scott City's points in this fourth quarter. Metzger underneath the Lewis catches it. Goes to her left. Now needs help. She'll pivot, and up top to Gentry to save the possession with 3.5 to go. Into Strine. Felker for another three. Why not? 47-34. Timeout Lyons with 3:24 to go. We'll take a 30-second break. This is Scott City basketball. Is 5 of 6 in the second half from three-point range. She has now hit 20 triples on the year. So Scott City with a little separation. Lyons is on a 4-minute drought, and they got that early in the fourth quarter. But Scott City up by 13, their largest lead of the game, with 3:24 to go. Lyons had to burn one of their final 2 timeouts left. Out of the timeout, Ramirez with it. You got to wonder if Belote is still, or is wearing down a little bit. She has not looked herself here in the last couple of minutes. Now they find wide open underneath. Here's a shot banked in. Boyd and Scott City cannot rotate quickly enough. 47-36 as we approach 3 minutes to go. But Scott City needs to be patient, get it across, run a lot of time, make Lyons foul you. Gentry with it, bounce past Metzger now to Avery Lewis. Back to Metzger. Oh, she'll fire 3. Oh, that was halfway down, but Strine with the rebound goes up. No. Here's another opportunity. No. And the rebound tipped around in the hands of Lyons. Scott City missing a couple opportunities there. And now Nevaeh Boyd dinged up after that play. Here with 2:40 to go. Strine stuck at 9 points. She does have double-digit rebounds. Lady Beavers up by 11 here with 2:40 to go. They had a 9-point lead against Kingman, and now she's up. Coach Amy Felker talking to Strine to say, settle down, you're all right. She's probably losing her composure a little bit just because she's missed some shots from underneath there. A little frustration, I understand, and now they set down Boyd back down. Hopefully she's okay. With 2:40 to go, 47-36. Remember on Monday against Kingman, Scott City had a 9-point lead with under 3 minutes left in the game. And Kingman came back and tied it up and forced overtime. The game with Scott City and Southeast is underway, of course. But they had to sit Nevaeh Boyd back down, and hopefully it's nothing too serious there. 9-2 Southeast. Slane with an early lead. Thank you once again. 2:40 to go first quarter. They're still attending to Nevaeh Boyd, a 5'5" senior. She's been one of their big scorers this year, coming in averaging 11 a game. She has 11 this afternoon. If the girls win, they'll play at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. And Boyd up, and I almost wonder if it's, I'm not trying to be a judge or a doctor here, but they stood her up and then they sat her back down, and you wonder if it's maybe something with in the area of a possible concussion. (11-2) for Southeast Slane over Scott City halfway through that first quarter. But 2:40 to go in this one. Okay. Scott City with an 11-point lead here, 47-36. All right, we're back to action here after that brief pause there, and hopefully Boyd is okay. They still have to play tomorrow, either in the third place or championship game. Back to action, 2.5 to go. Driving in, here's Ramirez. You know they're going to look for number 10 below, but driving right side, here's Fierro. Wraparound pass left corner to Vargas. And now she'll float one up. No, rebound, and they're going to get a push on Mackenzie Metzger. That'll be her first, team 6th. That ran off some time, 2:24 left. 2:24 to go, 11-point Scott City lead. They'll lob it out high to Carrera, now to Belote. She dribbles it up top, good defense on her. She was looking for the 3. Ramirez, she's another threat, 2:15 to go. Let's work, use the defense. I tell you, you could probably leave a couple of their players wide open, and if they hit it, so be it. And Gentry has other plans, and she forces a steal and a turnover. That'll work just as well. 2 minutes to go in this one. Strine in the backcourt, still to Felker. She'll bring it across the 10-second line, and Scott City can run a lot of time off the clock with an 11-point lead. And ball deflected, and a turnover back, and back over it goes to Lyons, Scott City's 14th turnover. Minute 45 to go, and a whistle and a foul. That'll put Carrera at the line for a 1-and-1. Metzger's second foul in the team's 7th. Minute 44 to go. Scott City, you're at this point of the game where you can just go ahead and make Lyons foul you. 1-and-1 coming up here for Carrera. She is just 1 of 3 at the line this year. Free throw, it's too strong, and an easy rebound for Felker. 1:38 to go. Scott City don't need to go for a shot here, but they've turned the ball over yet again on a bad pass. In transition, Lyons will lay it up and score it and make it 47-38, 1:27 to go. You do not need to throw it in. Take it out high and make Lyons foul you. I think that has to be the message from Coach Amy Felker. Right side to Kendall Gentry, as now Lyons goes man-to-man with 1:14 to go to Avery Lewis. Lewis holds it. Now to Gentry, back to Metzger. Just hold it. And now put it on the floor here. Hands it off to Felker with a minute to go. I think that's where Scott City won it. Now to Metzger. Good job by Scott City, running a lot of time off this possession. They're up 9, 47-38. Now they foul. Carrera, second foul, team 6th. Final foul to give for Lions here in this fourth quarter with 56 seconds to go. 56 seconds to go, 47-38. Scott City hanging on to a 9-point lead. They'll get it into Gentry. A couple dribbles back. It goes to Felker. They're trying to foul with 50 seconds. They haven't fouled yet. Now Felker with the dribble. Now use it up, and she is going to be tied up. But it's still going to be, and it is going to be Lions ball in the possession arrow. So another turnover for Scott City, but that ran off a lot of time with 47 seconds. Coach Amy Felker saying maybe need to attack him a little bit, but you know what? That ran a lot of time off the clock. 47.4 to go. Lions to inbound it. They do get it in. Now to Ramirez. Ramirez, they're trying to set up a screen right side. Driving in. Here is below. Tough shot. They'll get it, or no, and a foul with 39.3 to go. Boy, this official does not like Scott City. I mean, it was a good foul. Mackenzie Metzger, her third foul. Team's 8th of the half with 39.3, and now Lions with the chance to score some points without any time running off the clock. Below, trying to add to this 4-0 Lions run. It's 47-38, 39 seconds left. Free throw, that one crawls off. She'll get another one. Lions has struggled here as of late at the line, and Lions will burn their last time out here with 39.3. They're trying to ice their own free throw shooter. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Beaver basketball. Saline over Scott City at the end of one, and so they need to slow that pace down. I think they need to take an extended first quarter break, so let me go over there and finish that, or get most of that game, but we'll get probably most of the second quarter. 39 seconds to go in this one. Second free throw, that one short. Rebound, Mackenzie Metzger for Scott City. And now to Erica Felker. So below missed both free throws, and Felker will take it across with 30 seconds go, make Lions foul, but she gets it out now to Kendall Gentry. Gentry with it. Now she is pushed. That's borderline intentional foul. It isn't. It was fouled intentionally, but you can almost call it an intentional foul with 26.5 seconds to go. Now I think they're talking this over, and they may rule this an intentional foul. Gentry will be at the line for 1-1. Nope. They'll just call it a common foul below her fourth foul with 26.5 to go. I was wondering at first if they were going to call that an intentional. Oops, excuse me. 1-1 here for Kendall Gentry. She struggled there, just 5 of 14 this year. She has 4 points this afternoon. Front in the 1-1. In and out and back home. She'll get the bonus. 48-38 makes it a 4-possession game with 26.5 seconds left. Second free throw coming up here is in and out. Rebound to Ramirez for Lions. So it's a 10-point game, 20 seconds to go, and launching from nearly half court, missing everything. Rebound Strine, and that'll about do it here. Just Fowler there, she can get a double-double here, as she will have a 1-1 with 15 seconds to go. Scott City's going to escape here. Ramirez with her second foul. That's the 8th on the Lions with 15.7 to go. We'll have about a 10-minute break after the conclusion, pack up and run over to the college for the rest of the boys' game. Front end in the 1-1. It's good, and Strine has 10. 49-38, 15.7 to go. This will about do it here for Scott City. They're going to get to 6-5 and be in the championship game at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Strine sinks them both. Scott City, she's been the only one other than Gentry. They're 6 of 7 from the line. 50-38, 3 wide right. Rebound Felker, and that'll do it. She'll dribble this one out. Scott City is going to be in the championship tomorrow night. A 50-38 victory tonight over the Lions. Lady Beavers will play at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. We're going to take the lengthy break. We'll head over to the college. We'll be back after this timeout. This is Beaver basketball.
At 6 o'clock.
Local Community Foundation, we are dedicated to preserving local wealth so the communities in and around Scott County will forever remain attractive places to live, work, and raise a family. We respond to the needs of our community through grant making, scholarships, and other special projects. To learn more, give us a call at 620-